Hello, I'm Joel Deering with the Volleyball Hall of Fame. We're speaking one-on-one today with members of the induction class for 2012. This is Volleyball in Perspective. I'm joined by Maurício Lima, who will be speaking to us with the assistance of our interpreter. Welcome, Maurício. You're being inducted today for a career that spanned nearly 2 decades and included participation representing Brazil in a record 5 Olympic Games, including 2 gold medal teams, 1992 in Barcelona and 2004 in Athens. You were recognized individually during your career on the world stage with Best Setter and Best Defensive Player honors. To get started, tell us when you got started in volleyball and how that happened.
Quando que você começou a jogar vôlei e como que aconteceu?
Eu fui inspirado e fui motivado pela geração de prata, quando em 82 o Brasil foi vice-campeão mundial na Argentina.
I was inspired by the generation that won the 1982 silver medal in Argentina.
How large is your family, brothers and sisters, and did you inherit your athletic abilities from your parents?
Você tem muitos irmãos, uma família grande, e você herdou alguma habilidade atlética dos seus pais?
Meus pais foram atletas, mas não de alto rendimento, assim.
My parents were athletes.
Mas sempre teve uma cultura em casa de fazer esporte.
But they also always had a culture at home to practice sports.
What other sports did you do?
Que outros esportes você fez?
Eu já nadei,
Swimming,
basquete,
play basketball,
futebol.
soccer.
E aí, quando eu fui apresentado para o vôlei, eu me apaixonei pelo esporte.
When I was introduced to volleyball, I fell in love with the sport.
Did you have a sports hero growing up, somebody that you really admired?
Você teve algum ídolo esportista quando você era jovem?
Eu sempre admirei vários atletas, mas assim, de ídolos não, mas eu sempre tive admiração por muitos.
I always admire various athletes. Idols, no, but I admired many of them.
So tell us how long it took you from starting to really focus on volleyball to getting to the national team. How many years was that, and what year did you start on the national team?
Quanto tempo demorou desde que você começou a jogar vôlei para entrar para ser federado?
Eu fui para a seleção, foi muito rápido.
It was really fast.
Eu comecei com 14 anos.
I started at 14.
Com 18 eu já estava na seleção brasileira juvenil.
18, I was already at
E com 20 já estava na minha primeira Olimpíada.
At 20 was already the first Olympics.
Was there one person who had the most positive influence on you during that time, whether it was a coach or a teammate?
Tem alguma pessoa que te influenciou mais?
Na verdade, não tiveram pessoas que me influenciaram. Acho que foi eu mesmo, porque eu sempre quis ser um atleta de alto nível e representar o meu Brasil em campeonatos mundiais ou Olimpíadas.
I don't think there's any specific person that influenced me. I've always been a dedicated athlete, and I wanted to represent Brazil in the national world championship.
So let's talk about 1988 Olympic Games, and your team finished 4th. Start there, but what was the key over the next 4 years in preparing for the success that you had winning a gold medal in 1992?
Bom, houve uma mudança.
There was a change.
Porque aquela geração de prata, ela parou e estava sendo apresentada uma nova geração.
The silver medal generation stopped and the new generation is coming in.
E nós tínhamos uma responsabilidade muito grande de manter o voleibol no nível mundial.
A big responsibility to keep volleyball at a world level.
Em 92 nós conseguimos o maior feito naquele momento, que foi conseguir a medalha de ouro. O primeiro esporte coletivo do Brasil a conseguir uma medalha de ouro.
In 92 we were able to achieve that goal with winning the gold medal. It was the first time that Brazil won as a team sport that gold medal in the Olympics.
When you went into that competition, and congratulations by the way, when you went into that competition in 1992, who were you expecting to be your toughest competition to get that gold medal?
Quem que você achou que ia ser o time mais difícil de
92?
92.
Tínhamos equipes muito fortes naquela época.
There were a lot of strong teams in that at
Cuba.
that time. Cuba,
A Itália
Italy,
e a Holanda, quando nós vencemos na final. Eram equipes que eram muito difíceis.
and Netherlands that we beat at the end. That were teams that were really tough to beat.
Did you have a favorite team that you liked to play against?
Você teve algum time que você preferiu jogar contra?
Em 92?
92?
Anytime.
Gostávamos de jogar contra Cuba, porque é uma rivalidade muito grande com o Brasil.
I like playing against Cuba because there's a big rival against Brazil and Cuba. Big rivals.
Itália e Holanda.
Italy and the Netherlands.
E também um pouco os Estados Unidos.
And a little bit the United States.
So you played in 5 Olympic Games, and you also played on teams that won 4 World League titles and 4 World Cup events. I want to ask you if you have a favorite moment, but maybe I need to ask you, do you have a top 3 favorite moments?
Todos os títulos são muito importantes,
All the titles were very important.
mas o mais marcante foi a de 92,
The most important one was, or the most meaningful one was in 92.
92, e o Campeonato Mundial, primeira vez que o Brasil foi campeão mundial em 2002.
And the first time that Brazil won in World League in 2002. 2002.
Não World League,
Não.
é mundial mesmo,
And
mundial,
a World, Cup?
World Cup.
World
World
Cup.
Cup. How about any obstacles along the way? Did you have an injury or something along the way? That's a long career that really set you back and you had to overcome to achieve such success.
Uma carreira tão longa, comprida, você se machucou alguma vez? Teve algum problema?
Não, eu
Você
sou
teve
uma
que superar.
pessoa de sorte, abençoada,
I'm a lucky and blessed person
porque fazer esporte de alto rendimento,
to do a sport with
você leva teu corpo ao limite.
you're really pushing your body to the limit.
E vários quando terminam a carreira, tem problema no ombro, joelho, e eu nunca tive problema nenhum.
Many at the end of the career, they have problems with their shoulder, their knee, and I never had any problems.
So you also played professionally in Brazil and Italy. What can you tell us about your experiences playing in Italy?
Para contar sobre a experiência jogando profissionalmente na Itália.
Foi muito bom, porque
It was very
era o
good.
campeonato mais forte que tínhamos no mundo.
It was the strongest or toughest championship in the world at that time.
Porque tínhamos 4 estrangeiros
We
e
had
2
4
italianos
foreigners.
podiam jogar.
And only 2 Italians could play.
E todos os times eram times fortes.
And all the teams were very strong.
Então era muito difícil o campeonato italiano e foi uma experiência muito boa para o meu crescimento como atleta e como pessoa.
So it was a very challenging time. So it was a really great experience for myself as an athlete and as a person.
So you were selected at one point as the best setter and then also best defensive player. Those two don't always go together. Which of those are you most proud of?
Qual que você tem mais orgulho de ter sido o melhor levantador ou o melhor na defesa?
Da Olimpíada e do Mundial.
The Olympics and the World Cup.
When you watch the game played today, how has it changed since when you first started?
O que você vê que mudou no jogo de quando você começou e hoje?
Hoje o voleibol está muito físico.
It's very physical, volleyball today.
Temos jogadores muito fortes e eu acho que tecnicamente caiu um pouco o nível.
We have very strong players, but technically I think the level came down a little bit.
You've also been involved as a leader and administrator of a professional club in the famed Brazil Superliga. What led you to stay involved in this sport in that capacity?
Que você se envolveu como líder e na administração da Superliga. O que te levou a se envolver com isso?
Eu sempre quis, quando eu parasse de jogar, me manter dentro do esporte.
I always wanted to, when I was going to stop playing, to be involved still with the sport.
Para retribuir tudo que o esporte me proporcionou durante a minha vida inteira.
To give back everything that the sport gave to me during my whole life.
Porque tudo que eu sou hoje eu devo ao esporte.
Everything that I am today, I owe to the sport.
Economicamente, pessoalmente.
Economically, personally.
Então, mas não gostaria de ser técnico, mas quero estar perto na administração. Estou feliz.
I'm not really interested in being a coach or in training, but I like being in administration.
So we have one last question. How do you feel being inducted into the Volleyball Hall of Fame?
Eu estou muito emocionado,
I'm very excited,
muito feliz
very happy
por estar agora num celeiro dos melhores atletas do mundo.
Very happy to be among one of the best players of the world.
E reencontrar amigos que foram meus adversários dentro de quadra.
And meet up with friends that were rivals in court at one point.
Como o Stork e o Blanger.
Like
E
Stork
fico
and
feliz
Blanchett.
por eles serem incluídos junto comigo no Hall da Fama.
And I'm happy to be inducted at the same time as them in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I want to thank you for your time today with us, and I want to congratulate you for your induction. We've been speaking with Maurício Lima of the Volleyball Hall of Fame class of 2012. This is Volleyball in Perspective, and I'm your host, Joel Deering. Thank you for watching.